welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. Welcome back to The Wave. It's the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast. We're here to get you up to date with all the latest in the world of streaming and movies. How are you, Adam?
I'm well, thank you, Nick. Yourself?
Wet.
It's July and it's raining like a motherfucker.
I don't believe you. It's cold as well.
It's cold, it's wet, it's rainy. It feels like it's October.
Yeah. It's a bit desolate.
If this is July, imagine what October's going to be like. Probably sunny as fuck, to be fair. Swore twice already.
I'm not in the country in October, so...
Get you.
Whatever. So,
jet setting.
Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm excited.
I'm glad.
So, yeah.
Happy with our first video episode last week? The Potscas went up?
I've not watched it yet.
Oh, that's rude.
Well, as we're now recording this,
It's gone up today.
It went up today,
That's
so
fair.
I've been a busy bee in my.
Well, it seems to have gone
my
down
job,
well. People
so-
seem to be happy with it. So
Yeah,
that's good news.
I hear good things, so I will check it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please
the fifth Bottscore Award ceremony is in the can.
It is indeed. Everybody's got their awards.
Yeah.
They've all been delivered by courier. Everybody's happy with them, apart from Josh Duhamel wasn't very happy, but
His doorstep was full.
of the not so good awards for Buddy Games, they didn't win any of the nice ones.
I'm
I'd say.
sure will be just weighing down his mantelpiece as we speak. But, yeah, go and check out our Botska episodes. So we basically just give out awards for the last 2 seasons of the show.
Yep.
There's, best performance by a non-human, best death, worst performance.
Most
just
memorable moment.
loads of stuff on there.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're coming rapidly towards our next season.
We are.
We
Season
are
11
indeed,
will
yes.
start.
Next week.
Yeah.
So this week, quickly, let's make the first. We've got quite a few announcements to make today.
Sure.
So we're going to pepper them through the episode, but let's make the first one now.
Okay.
It's a simple one. There isn't a movie show this week,
No.
and there isn't a wave next week.
No. So
So
that you've got the wave this
got
week.
the wave this
which
week.
you are
That's
listening to
that's
now.
it. This is it. You're listening to it right now. Well done.
And then next Monday there will be no wave,
No.
but there will be the first episode of season 11, the movie show,
Yes,
for which we need to pick a movie.
we do. We will do that at the end of this episode
Yeah.
from our new look, Robin the Randomizer. It's been revamped for season 11.
Yes.
We'll tell you more about that later.
Yes, I was going to say that will maybe announcement number 2.
It may be, or 3. Who knows?
Yeah, whenever we decide to drop it in the episode.
So yeah, we've got one episode this week, one episode next week, but
And
one on a Monday, one on a Thursday.
Yeah, and after that we're back to the
Then after that,
regular schedule.
back to regular scheduled programming.
The wave on a Monday, the movie show on a Thursday.
Indeed. But before all that, I believe you have a question for me.
I do. I've got a question of the week.
Go
and
for
I feel like we're going back to the sort of the real sort of stupid but simple.
It's my nickname.
Would you rather
Okay.
have so you've been cursed? That's the bad news.
Oh dear.
But you get a choice of which of these things is the curse.
Right.
So would
So
you?
I've got no choice. I'm being cursed either way.
Yes,
I've got to pick one of these.
correct.
Okay.
To have a never-ending amount of peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth,
Oh.
or to have all your fingers turned into crunchy Wotsits.
Okay, question.
You need to think this through.
What happens if I bite a finger? Does it grow back as another crunchy what's it? Or are they done then?
Should we say it regrow? This is down to... I'm going to say they regrow.
Okay. So
Just
they're
because...
permanent crunchy what's
Yes, I'm going to say they regrow because they're obviously quite brittle.
Yes.
But maybe they have to regrow overnight.
Okay.
So not instantaneously.
But I have to, whatever my fingers do, I do now with crunchy what's it.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can't type too hard.
No, because I'll just snap them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
And
Driving wouldn't be easy.
no, but you could drive.
You could drive. Changing gear though, gripping with them.
Get an automatic.
Yeah, true. I could get an automatic. Typing's the big one, isn't it?
I mean, Putting on gloves is going to be tricky.
Cooking's not going to be easy.
No.
But then a roof of my mouth has always got peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
That's horrible. For one, I don't really like peanut butter.
I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is my favourite thing. I almost every morning I have peanut butter on toast.
Really?
Yeah, my go-to breakfast.
That surprises me.
Yeah.
I'm not a big peanut butter guy. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to eat it.
Yeah.
And the thought of, because you'd always taste it too.
Yes.
No matter what you eat.
You just got that ball of clagginess.
Yeah, that would
top of your
suck
mouth.
so much.
And it would still be there when you were eating your normal food.
Yeah, so everything would taste of
Everything
peanut
would
butter.
be mixed with peanut butter.
Even when I had some crunchy Wotsits.
Even when you're sick.
Oh.
You've just got that. Like
Maybe
you're
feels-
feeling ill and you've still got that.
I'm going Wotsit fingers.
I think both of these are. The more you think
Both
about
of them
it,
suck.
actually they suck pretty bad.
They do.
And obviously, if you've got a nut allergy,
Well, yeah, there's a no-brainer. You have to pick the Wotsit fingers.
then it's not a good choice either. I think, how many fingers do you reckon you'd break a day? If you
All
were
10.
what's it, all 10 every
All
day.
10 every day. By the end of the day, I'm just sitting there and I can't do anything. Can't even take my socks off. Just got to lie in bed till my fingers grow back. Then if I'm a bit peckish in the night, I'll probably just bite into one.
Yeah.
'Cause I do fucking love crunchy Wotsit.
So you just like absent-mindedly just bite your finger off.
Do you know they were the most purchased item on my shopping
I
last
know,
year?
yeah,
Do you remember?
said, yeah.
And no, I haven't bought it back since. Quite proud of myself for that. I've got to go for that though because the thought of everything tasting like peanut butter and always having a claggy mouth. Imagine trying to host a
I love the word
podcast with
claggy.
a claggy mouth.
Oh, you sound like you got peanut butter in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
But like when people say that Tom Holland looks like he's got a frog in his mouth all the time. Have you heard that?
No, not that.
There's this thing going around the internet that Tom Holland looks like he's always got a frog in his mouth. And if you look at him, he actually does because he's got these like cheeks. Cute little chubby cheeks. What's it, fingers, please? You?
As I say, I really like peanut butter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want... I don't think I'd want a ball of peanut butter in my mouth at all times. My instant reaction was, that's not as bad. But I think it is worse because that's
it
there all the time. Everything's going to taste like it.
Yeah.
I don't want to take a sip of this iron brew.
Tastes like peanut butter.
Yeah.
You would get used to having what's it fingers. You'd be able to, you'd learn how delicate you'd have to be with them.
Yeah.
You'd get used to it. You'd adapt. But I'm not sure you're adapting to always tasting peanut butter and always having a claggy mouth.
I think it'd drive you around a bend having
It
a
would.
peanut butter. I think you might have convinced me. I think I might take the punt on what's it fingers.
I think we've both got to go what's it fingers.
But it's a horrible choice.
It's a horrible question. I'm not impressed with it.
But it
at all.
makes me feel slightly uncomfortable either way.
Right. I've been counting down on Discord for a week now. People are wondering what I'm counting down to. This is what I'm counting down to. The two huge announcements that we've got concerning both of our shows. How do we want to do it? Do you want to do one and I'll do the other one? Or do we just discuss together? Or what do you want to do?
Just discuss together. So go for it.
Shall we talk about the wave first?
Yeah.
So this is the wave, what you're listening to now. This is, I guess, officially the final episode of the wave.
I would say so, yeah.
And we're ditching the name because the wave's going to go on YouTube every week.
Yeah, it'll be a video show.
The wave is becoming a video show.
It will still be an audio show.
It will still be an audio show too, but it will also be a video show.
Yeah.
And it will be known as Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick.
Sure.
That's us.
Yeah.
Just because it's a bit more YouTube friendly, I guess.
Yeah.
The wave doesn't really make any sense. It never really has made any sense.
That is irrelevant.
When we started doing the wave, 2 years ago? Maybe even more than that.
Sure.
We didn't really have a name for it, and it was the only thing that really worked.
It was water-based.
It was water-based.
That's what the
We're a
boat sits on.
nautical-based Netflix podcast.
Yeah.
The wave became a thing. So we're ditching the name The Wave, and The Wave will become a video podcast every week, but also will stay as an audio
Yes.
as well.
And be
You'll
called
be able to
Bottom
see-
of the Stream with Adam
Bottom of
and
the
Nick.
Stream with Adam and Nick will be on YouTube every Monday morning, ready for you to watch. But also on your podcast apps, on your podcast shops.
Sure.
That's the big wave announcement.
Yeah.
I guess the movie show announcement is a bigger one.
I think so.
This is
We're changing.
This is changing
doing.
the whole face of bottom of the stream.
We are widening the net. We're leaving the stream and going out to sea.
We're going to the river.
Yeah.
If you think about it, we're taking our little stream boat down on a river cruise because for season 11, I guess it's an experiment.
Sure.
We'll see how it goes. But for season 11, the movie show will now be randomized randomly between films that are on Netflix and films that are on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So we are increasing our
We're widening
list.
widening our net. Our long list has doubled in size.
Yes.
And because of that, Robin has had to become a new app.
Yes.
So the Robin sound effect will also change. And I know people love the Robin sound effect.
She's one of them cool, like, spinning wheels
Spinny
now.
wheels, absolutely, she is.
With about 150 movies on at the minute.
At the minute. So I guess what we're thinking is, we've done Netflix now for 10 seasons, 5 years, 250 movies. Do you feel like we've completed Netflix?
No.
I don't feel like we've completed it, but I feel like we've taken a good chunk from the bottom of the stream of Netflix.
I feel that the last few seasons have... So, like, season 10, I think, overall, in terms of the quality of the movies that were randomised to us, was not the strongest.
Yeah.
Yet season 9 was really strong. These
Yes.
are some great stuff. We talked
did.
about it
That's
a lot
true.
on the Boxers. And I just feel that we were starting to find it harder and harder to find weird stuff on
Yeah,
Netflix.
I think so. Entertaining stuff.
No, like,
Entertaining in a weird way.
yes.
Bottom
So
of the stream movies, as we've
Yeah.
traditionally known them, seem to be
those
vanishing
sort of,
slightly
some of
from the
those.
show.
We basically wanted a few more of the straight to video, like
Yeah.
what the hell is this type thing.
Yeah.
But we don't want to get rid of Netflix because, as we've said loads of times before, the amount of like hidden gems we've found, and it's just opened up doors of. We've talked about it before. Where else and how else are we going to watch a Ugandan movie
Exactly.
or a Kenyan movie about the afterlife?
Yeah.
You know, that is. We don't want to lose that random nature, and we do want all those movies still to be in the mix.
Yeah.
We're just expanding it a bit.
We just expanded. We've always been predominantly a Netflix-based podcast, and I guess now we're a streaming-based podcast.
Yeah.
Two of the two biggest streaming apps. And we're just going to dip our toe into the river and see what is on Amazon.
I mean, we could be really unlucky and still get 25
Yep.
Netflix movies.
So
we're just randomising. We're just making the list bigger.
We debated how to do it as well, didn't we? So
Yeah.
there was the argument of, do we just do a full season of Amazon movies, which we discounted for the reasons Nick's just said,
Or do we do alternate weeks?
or do we do alternate
But
weeks?
that didn't feel random enough.
Didn't. And then we were like, do we randomize Amazon and Netflix and then randomize a film?
Yeah.
But then we decided, let's just make one big fucking massive long list.
Yeah.
So I think there's 78 from each streamer on there currently.
Right.
So what's that? Loads.
156.
100. Well done. That was quick math. So 156 films potentially on the long list, mixed between the two. We're going to randomize them every week and see what comes out. We might end up with 10 Amazon films and 15 Netflix. We might end up with one Amazon film and 24 Netflix. Who
Sure.
knows? We're still doing a 25-week season. The movie show at the minute isn't going to be a video show because I haven't got time to edit 2 videos in a week. I don't think. So that will stay as an audio-only show.
Sure.
So yeah, that's our big announcements.
I'm excited.
Let us know what you think. Let us know if we think we've made the right choice.
It's not up to us to decide.
It's not.
It's up to Robin.
It is up to Robin.
Robin Randomizer will determine our fate.
I mean, as in the right choice is bringing Amazon on at all.
Okay, fine.
Not what the film is. The astute of you will notice that we haven't yet picked the first film of this season. So as that will happen at the end of this episode,
Yeah.
I guess. So yeah, we'll do that at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Crack on
see
with
what
that
we're going
next
to
week.
see where we start with season 11 of Bottom of the Stream,
Yeah.
featuring Amazon and Netflix.
Yeah.
Who knows? We might bring another streamer on board in season 12. Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Tubi. I had a look through Tubi,
Oh, yeah.
changing the subject. There's some decent stuff on
Is
there.
that?
You know? Yeah,
I've
it's
still not. I've
bad.
not had a look since last week.
I installed it on my smart TV, and
Yeah.
there's some decent films on there.
Cool.
I was quite surprised. I can't remember any off the top of my head.
Oh,
I know one of the Kill Bills was on there, but I think we said that in the
Yeah, we did. We did mention it
news last
week.
week. But yeah, check out Tubi. It seems to have some decent stuff on. Right. That's your announcements out of the way. I hope everybody's happy. Let us know. Give us some feedback. Let us know if you think we've made the right decision or not. Come and join the Discord. The Discord link's in the show notes.
Yes, all the fun happens in Discord, so do that.
It does indeed. Right, we've got a buttload of news to do.
Let's start with Netflix news and confirmation of some release dates. First piece of news is that he will be back. Terminator.
Okay.
The new anime show hits Netflix. Terminator Zero on the 29th of August.
Nice.
This very same year.
Next month.
Indeed. This has been in the works for a long, long time, and it's finally arriving. An 8-episode series. The synopsis being, this time, a female soldier is sent to 1997 to protect Malcolm Lee, a scientist who creates a rival AI that could destroy Skynet.
Okay.
This time around, the Terminator is voiced by Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to do an Arnie impression. Or just put his own spin on it.
Who knows? You can see a very brief teaser, I guess, which Netflix have released if you go and look for it. Yes, 29th of August, which I think is Judgment Day, actually. I think
really?
Terminator 2. I think it is. The showrunner, creator of the animation, Mattson Tomlin, says that he is skewing closer to the first Terminator movie than the second with the animation.
Okay.
Because he wanted to channel the original serial killer vibes.
Right.
Of the Terminator. So
Yeah, I guess it kind of mellowed a bit after the first one.
I'm quite excited for that.
Yeah, it looks quite good, doesn't it?
I think, obviously, it goes without saying, those first two Terminator movies are incredible. And then it is just one of the most mistreated franchises since that point. Like an absolute, however many movies there have been since, just half-arsing it with diminishing returns every time. It's,
Let's give Terminator
interesting
some
to see
love.
what happens with
Hopefully
that.
it's decent.
Yeah.
Cool, okay, we'll keep our eyes on that.
A bit of news about a couple of Netflix stand-up specials
Okay.
coming soon. The first one of those is that Rachel Bloom, you may know her from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, her stand-up show. And she's also been cast in the second season of the Frasier revival.
Okay.
Because I know you watched the first season.
I did indeed.
Her one-woman musical comedy show is being filmed on its current tour for a Netflix special, which will be broadcast or made available, I guess, in the autumn.
Nice.
So, yes, Variety is reporting that is coming our way. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's great, so I'm quite excited about that.
I don't think I've seen it.
She's got some great songs in it. I mean, it won like Emmys, Golden Globes.
Oh, okay.
And it's on Netflix. You can go check it out if you ever had time.
I don't think I have.
No, absolutely not. Another one-woman Netflix comedy special that is coming our way shortly is one from Ellen DeGeneres.
Really?
Yes, who is currently touring her last stand-up show around America.
Right.
Again, one of them is going to be recorded and released as a Netflix special.
Right.
But she's made the headlines this week because as that tour has kicked off, she responded to a fan asking a question if she would return to film or Broadway after her tour by saying, no, this is the last time you're going to see me after this tour and we've recorded the Netflix special. I'm done.
Oh, right. Okay. She's retiring.
Yes. She said, I am still mad at being kicked out of show business for being mean. This is because there was all the allegations of like the toxic work environment on her.
She was a bully, wasn't she? Or accused of being
allegedly.
a bully.
So, well, let's see how much of that gets addressed on this special.
Well, I guess
for
if you're
Netflix.
done, then you can say whatever the hell you want.
And Netflix are going to go, yeah, fine.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Say what you want. We'll milk this one.
100%. I mean, do we care? Do we like Ellen DeGeneres? I don't think we do.
I think it's a bit different in this country.
She's never really been.
Not,
she's not as famous here as she is in the States, for sure.
Massive. Yeah, my perception is that talk show was a huge deal.
No.
But not over here.
No.
So I think we've got that disconnect, haven't we?
Yeah.
Netflix has also announced this week that finally Jeremy Saulnier's next film will arrive on Netflix this year.
This is exciting news.
We do not have an exact date.
Okay.
But his long-delayed thriller Rebel Ridge has been added to Netflix's official 2024 slate, which they updated last week.
Right. Okay.
In a press release. So no exact date attached, but it's gonna be here within the next 5 months.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So the synopsis for this movie is: an ex-Marine grapples his way through a web of small-town corruption when an attempt to post bail for his cousin escalates into a violent standoff with the local police chief.
Right.
We talked a while ago about how difficult this production had been. So John Boyega left, and they had to get a new star. It shut down through COVID, and to recast. So Aaron Pierre is now on as the lead, and Saulnier said, "I've had to come back 3 years in a row to make this movie. It's had a tumultuous birthing process, and it's the first movie where I'm fully at peace with the release point, whenever that may be." The estimates on cost is that this has cost about $40 million, which would be the biggest budget he has ever had.
Wow. Jeremy Saulnier is a name that used to pop up on this show regularly.
Yeah,
back in the early days.
Early on the show.
Yeah. There was even a discussion this year of putting him into the Captain's Gallery, wasn't there? Because he felt like a founding father of Bottom of the Stream, maybe. But so, yeah, it's good to hear that he's got some stuff in the works. Hold the Dark's a great movie. If you've not seen Hold the Dark, check that out.
I think what we need is another baking show.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't think I'd 100% agree.
And Netflix are giving us that.
Right.
I think you'd like this because you're co-hosting it. So
I am.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Blue Ribbon Baking Championship is coming to Netflix.
Okay. Is it like the chocolate bars that you used to get when you were a kid?
It's nothing to do with that kind of blue ribbon. So it will follow 10 different bakers who are champions already at various state fairs across the United States.
Got you. Okay.
And they will come together to compete for the Blue Ribbon Baking Championship and a grand prize of $100,000.
Wow. Big money.
The show will be hosted by Sandra Lee, a famous baker herself.
Okay.
And Jason Biggs.
Fuck you. Jason Biggs does not look like me, and vice versa. Why is Jason Biggs hosting a baking show?
Why not?
Because he fucks pies.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that literally why he's got that job?
I don't know.
Because 30 years ago he fucked a pie.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine if he did it again.
They have got
that pie looks so good.
There has got to be an intro to one of these episodes.
Cherry pie.
Where he's caught with his pants down. Balls deep in pie.
Cherry pie week could be. Look at that blue ribbon. It's amazing.
It's massive.
Beautiful. Oh, it goes above the barn. Look, they're doing it in a barn.
Biggs himself said, "The Great American State Fair. The sights, the smells, the rides, but the heart of these state fairs is the time-honoured baking competition. Hometown pastry masters have had their sights set on the same singular prize, the elusive Blue Ribbon. We have scoured the nation for the best Blue Ribbon baker from state fairs across the country."
So you win. That's like a thing in state fairs, is it? You win a blue ribbon if you're the best baker. Okay.
Yeah.
And now you're going to get a massive one if you're really good.
Yeah, Sandra Lee is an Emmy Award-winning chef and a former Blue Ribbon winner herself.
Okay. Do you know what? I'm probably going to watch this, aren't I?
I think you are.
I quite like cooking
do you know
shows.
what? I think I am as well. I just... you've only got to wait 3 weeks. August
really?
the 9th it arrives
Okay.
on Netflix. I haven't watched the British Bake Off for years.
No, I
and
haven't
years
either.
and years. Because I just find it a bit
Fake.
twee and... But yeah, I'm up for the Netflix fake. All bells and whistles.
Same. It sounds good.
Yeah, we'll check it out. And Netflix has also announced that coming in October, on October the 4th,
Okay.
so we're getting into Halloween territory,
Yep.
will be a sequel to one of the biggest non-English original movies of all time on the streaming service, and that is The Platform.
Oh, okay.
So The Platform 2 arrives on October the 4th.
Nice. Have you seen The Platform? Did you
I
ever
have,
watch
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I did watch
good,
The
isn't it?
Platform. Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
I wasn't aware the second one was coming.
I wasn't either. I didn't
Same
know it
director from the first.
Okay.
And a teaser trailer, again, was released this week on Netflix.
Oh, check that out.
The synopsis says, as a mysterious leader imposes their rule in the platform, a new resident becomes embroiled in a battle against this controversial method to fight the brutal feeding system. But when eating from the wrong plate becomes a death sentence, how far would you be willing to go to save your life? That
Wow.
sounds pretty similar to the first one.
It does, yeah. I'm sure it will be very similar.
It's a cool gimmick, isn't it?
It is. It's a good gimmick. It's one of the worst. Like, if you could be put into a film situation, which one would you want to be put in? Definitely not The Platform.
No way.
No way. Horrible. If you've not seen The Platform, go and watch The Platform. It's really good.
That's on the Netflix news.
Cool. Okay.
Let's hear some movie news. There's a lot of movie news this week as well.
Yeah.
So, Kevin Costner's Horizon,
Yeah.
the sort of era-spanning Western saga
Yeah.
that he had.
He's literally gambled everything on.
Yes. So, the news this week is that the Chapter 2, the second movie, has been pulled from having a cinematic release. It was scheduled to arrive on August the 16th. It is now not going to have that.
Not
Dates-
happening.
Dates are to be announced of when it will hit streaming. This is essentially because Chapter 1, which was released on July the 4th in the States, did not do very well.
I should think you could say it went down like a shit sandwich.
It's open to $11 million.
Wow.
And as of today, as it is still in a few cinemas, has grossed $23.4 million total.
That's literally zero in Hollywood terms.
Yes. It's $100 million this has cost so far.
Fuck. He's literally gambled everything. He quit his job. He quit Yellowstone.
Yes.
He financed some of it himself. He's producing it.
Yeah.
He's gambled everything on it.
New Line, in a statement, said Territory Pictures and New Line Cinema have decided not to release Horizon Chapter 2 on August the 16th in order to give audiences a greater opportunity to discover the first instalment over the coming weeks, including its release on video on demand and Max. We like to thank our exhibition partners for their continued support as moviegoers across the US discover the film in its theatrical run. They're not suddenly going to pick up and get its money back, are they?
No, but they're hoping everybody watches it on Max and says how good it is, and then the second one can come out and people will pay to go and see it. Doesn't work like that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So who knows what happened with the second one? But that is.
It's also like 3 hours long, the first one.
Yeah.
People don't.
I think he envisioned there being 3,
Yeah, I think he did.
but
yeah.
they made 1 and 2 back to back.
Yeah.
They want to go back and do the third one.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a genre that has a. Because obviously, one of the things Costner's most known for was Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
And that was a massive movie, and it's just...
It's almost like he doesn't really
people want to go and
understand
see westerns anymore.
No, people don't really understand what people want from movies these days.
Mm.
Oh, well, good luck to him.
Okay, so... in news that won't be a surprise to anyone who listens to this show, because we were talking about it last week.
And the week before.
Or was it the week before?
No, it was both.
DreamWorks Animation has announced that Shrek 5 is in
Oh,
development.
what a surprise. Do you think they were forced into this by a certain Mr. Murphy?
Maybe. So if you listened to us the other week, we were talking about Eddie Murphy, who basically said he'd already recorded most of his voice parts for Shrek 5.
Which hadn't even been announced.
Which hasn't even been announced as a movie, but it has been now, and with a release date and everything. DreamWorks have X'd that Shrek 5 will arrive on July the 1st, 2026.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Do you know that all 5 Shrek movies will have been released under a Labour government in the UK?
Really? That's a great fact. Absolutely brilliant fact. Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz are all confirmed to return.
Cool.
Director will be Walt Dawn, who has not directed before, but he was a writer on Shrek 2 and Shrek 3 and was head of story on Shrek Forever After.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's happening. No announcement yet about the Donkey movie, which Eddie Murphy also said is on the way. So.
Cool. The Shrek movies are great. My dad's favourite franchise.
Yeah?
He loves Shrek.
Will he be excited about a 5th movie?
Yeah. 100%. I'll end up having to take him to the cinema, I would imagine.
Amazing. Not so good news for a new Mattel movie. So
Right.
obviously Barbie
Did all right, didn't
was an absolute juggernaut last year, which created a whole sort of slew of potential Mattel and other toy adaptations.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned that Lena Dunham was on board to develop a Polly Pocket movie.
We did mention that, I think, yeah.
Well, she's off.
She's off. She's out.
She is out. She is not on that project anymore. Basically, she did an interview last week with The New Yorker and said, I'm going to tell you something here that I haven't told anyone. I'm now not going to make the Polly Pocket movie. I wrote a script. I've been working on it for 3 years.
Wow.
But basically, she goes on to swear a bit and say that they won't let me do it my way, so I don't have it in me to make the movie that's not the movie I want to make.
Imagine working on something for 3 years and then just shit-canning it.
But which makes me think, have the studios not learnt anything from Barbie?
Yeah.
Because that was a hit, because they rolled with what
They let
Greta
Greta-
Gerwig wanted to
Yeah,
do.
completely. And it worked.
Yeah.
And it massively worked.
And it's...
You've just got to trust these people that have been working on stuff for so long to know what they're doing.
She also said, I feel like the next movie I make needs to feel like a movie that I have to make, and no one but me could make it. And I have ended up thinking now that other people could make Polly Pocket.
I mean, yeah. It's not like the most groundbreaking of...
So whether that's that sort of, studio giving notes and it goes away from the vision she had, that's...
Somebody will pick it up.
Yeah.
Mattel have 14 movies in development at least.
Insane.
To this.
Insane.
Including the Magic 8 Ball movie, that's still on track.
Oh, good.
Can't wait for that.
Who could have seen that coming? A24 have announced this week that they have signed Jennifer Lawrence to produce and star in an adaptation of the graphic novel Why Don't You Love Me?
Oh, I do.
It is the graphic novel that is presented as an old-fashioned newspaper-style black and white strip, comic strip format. It follows an unhappily married couple, Claire and Mark. She is depressed. He's anxiety-addled. And at the head of every page, the question repeats, "Why don't you love me?"
Oh, wow.
It's a
Sounds
well-observed, if grim, take on modern life. It sounds a bit Marriage Story, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? It sounds very bleak.
But it sounds like it could be awardsy.
Okay.
That sort of thing, and A24 behind it.
Very awardsy.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for Jennifer Lawrence. I'm sure she'll be great at it. She usually is.
Another new project for Sam Raimi,
Okay.
who has signed up to direct and produce a new horror movie,
Right.
returning to his roots. Send Help,
Good name.
which Deadline reports, although there is not an official synopsis, is a combination of Castaway and Misery.
Oh, wow. Talking of bleak. Stuck on an island with a psycho.
Basically, yes. They describe it as a two-handed horror thriller.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So potential for a couple of scenery-chewing performances there. Based on an original script by Damien Shannon and Mark Swift, who were behind the Baywatch movie
Okay.
from a few years ago.
Different. Very much not a two-hander.
The movie is expected to get a theatrical release.
I like the idea. I like the concept.
Yeah.
I'm very much up for that.
Yeah. I thought that is interesting. It's two people stranded on a desert island.
Yeah. And one's a psychopath.
Yeah. I'm sold.
I'm absolutely sold.
Potential. I like it.
And Sam Raimi's going to direct it. Come on. It's a no-brainer.
I had an and finally story.
Yeah.
And now I've got two because of
okay.
some breaking news.
Yeah.
So we'll do the non-serious one first.
Okay.
And then we'll do the unfortunate one last.
Okay.
So we don't often do music news, but because this is related very much to a TV show, I wanted to point this out. So, legendary rap group Cypress Hill
Yep.
have announced that they are going to come and play a gig at the Royal Albert Hall in London.
Nice.
With the backing of the London Symphony Orchestra.
Okay. That's an interesting collab.
Which instantly made me laugh because there's literally a joke in The Simpsons where they do this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that is cool.
I don't know if you remember the episode. This is like a really old episode. I think it's like a mid-90s episode
Okay.
where Homer joins the touring like Lollapalooza ripoff, and he's taking cannonballs to the gut.
I do, yes.
And he's on tour with like Smashing Pumpkins
Yeah.
and Cypress Hill and Peter Frampton.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in The Simpsons where the London Symphony Orchestra turns up, and the road is like, "Who's ordered the orchestra? Cypress Hill. Did you do it while you were high?" And they go, "Oh yeah, shit, we might have done." And there's a bit in The Simpsons where they play "Insane in the Brain" with the orchestra.
Oh, amazing.
And it's now happening in real life. It's another instance of The Simpsons predicting the future.
Or is it? Or did
Oh, it happened because it was a
happen
joke
because
on
it's
The
a joke
Simpsons.
in The Simpsons?
So
Either way, it's really cool.
if you're a fan of Cypress Hill, keep your eye open for tickets.
How many fans of Cypress Hill are there around?
They've been around for
They have.
30 years. There'll be millions of fans of Cypress Hill.
That's
yeah.
cool. I like that.
It's
That is
happening.
really cool. That's
It's
a really
been
fun,
manifested into real life.
That's a really fun and finally story. Well done. Unfortunately, this one isn't.
No, so there is one breaking news just as we are recording tonight, and it's the unfortunate news that Shelley Duvall has passed away at the age of 75.
Yeah, this is a gut punch. I'm really sad about this.
Best known for The Shining.
Yeah.
Also Annie Hall.
She made that horror movie last year, didn't she? That was like a comeback.
Yes. She played Olive Oil in Robin Williams'
She did.
Popeye movie.
Yeah.
Fair to say, a lot of struggles with her health and mental well-being
Yeah,
over
Stanley
the
Kubrick Centre.
last few years. But I mean, what a performance in several of those movies. But what she was put through in The Shining,
Was unbelievable. It's one of the best performances you'll ever see from anybody.
yeah, it's just unthinkable, really. Yeah, what a talent.
She's incredible in The Shining. Like, incredible.
Yeah.
They both are. Her and Jack Nicholson are, but yeah, it really hit me today when I saw that. I'm gonna have to watch The Shining at some point over the weekend. I think.
Sure.
Again.
Sure.
Yeah, really sad news. Rest in peace, Shelley.
Yeah, he's 75.
Any more news?
That's all the news.
Cool. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've watched a few things.
Okay, what have you been
Actually, I have watched a couple of movies.
All right.
So I've watched the new Beverly Hills Cop movie on Netflix.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard a few people have been watching this. Thoughts?
Bang average.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I'll take your word on that.
I'm not a massive fan of them anyway.
No. Well, you know my thoughts.
It's nice to see them because it brings Judge Reinhold's back.
Yeah.
Paul Rice.
Oh, is it Judge Reynolds in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to watch it after all.
Paul Rice is in it,
amazing.
and the other guy who's like his chief from the first couple. So it does bring the original cast back, and it's quite nice to see him. I don't think they're in it together enough,
Right.
bouncing off each other.
Mainly because nobody ever wants to work with Eddie Murphy. That's why he plays all the characters in his films.
It's fine.
I can't believe Judge Reinhold's in it. That's really made my day.
Yeah.
It's cheered me up after the Shelley Duvall news. Yeah. I've told you before, Judge Reinhold's my Roman Empire. I think about him pretty much every day.
Well, you can go and watch him in 4K high definition.
Can I skip the Eddie Murphy parts though? Because I can't be doing with him.
I
Probably not.
It was fine. It was not inspiring to me.
Fair.
It's just like there's so many good
cash
action movies, and it's like
Yeah, it's like let's play on people's nostalgia to get some ratings. That's what's happened. Okay.
I don't think I would recommend it. And then just because I've never got around to it, I had a bit of time. I was on my own. I was like, what do I want to watch? I watched Brian and Charles on Netflix.
What did you think?
Fucking brilliant.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Honestly, I thought David Hill was amazing in it.
Yeah, he is. He
amazing.
Really is.
I loved it.
I'm so glad you loved it. I loved it as well. I thought it was fantastic.
Which I know you've probably mentioned on this show before.
I did. It's not that long
this
since I
movie's
watched
like a couple of years old.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't know how long it's been on Netflix for.
I watched it when it came on Netflix. So it's only a few months.
Yeah.
Because I watched it a few months ago.
And it's this tale about this eccentric inventor who nothing ever works for him, and then he manages to invent a robot.
Yeah.
In this little Welsh village, and is quickly sort of persecuted, and the robot grows up, and
it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It is beautiful.
It's really funny, and it's just I loved it.
I'm so glad. That's really cool. You need to watch his clown one. What was his clown one
Apocalypse
called?
Clown.
Apocalypse Clown.
Yeah,
you need to watch
Netflix.
that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Which one did you prefer? Well, they're very different.
They're very different. I think Brian and Charles is better, but I think you'd get if you enjoyed one, you'd get something out of the other one for sure. So check that out.
Yeah.
David Hill's great. His podcast's great with him and Joe Wilkinson.
Yeah.
They basically do a podcast on how much they hate doing a podcast. It's so funny.
Why do I have to be here?
Why do I have to be here? I listened to an episode today and they literally couldn't think of anything to talk about, so they just moaned about not being able to think of anything to talk about for 40 minutes. It was brilliant. It's brilliant. It's really funny. And they genuinely do hate doing it, but they just do it.
Contractually obliged.
Yeah, I don't even think they are. They don't put any effort into it. They do it over Zoom. It sounds awful usually. Sometimes one will be on the phone to the other one, and it's just you can hear all the feedback and everything. It's dreadful, but it's so funny. I love it.
And then I watched episode 1 of The Acolyte on Disney Plus.
What's The Acolyte?
It's a Star Wars thing.
Oh, yes.
About
okay.
Jedis,
Right.
but like in old Star Wars.
Any good?
It was. I quite enjoyed it.
Cool. Okay.
There was just some people with laser swords, and it seemed fairly.
Do you mean lightsabers?
Yeah, I don't take Star Wars seriously, but I've not watched every Star Wars series because there's millions of them. But I just thought, again, I've got half an hour. What shall I? I'll put that on.
I think you've watched most of them, haven't
and
you?
it'll look. I watched all the Mandalorians.
Yeah, you watched that other one as well, the Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think you're more into Star Wars than you think you are.
Maybe I am, but I just see it as really bubble gummy.
Yeah, just put it on.
Soapy.
And don't have to really concentrate on what's going on.
And it looks nice because
Yeah.
it's Disney money.
Yeah.
And it's, but I'm not not really into Star Wars.
I think you are, Nick.
But I didn't. Not as like.
No, I think you are.
I don't think I am.
You watch every TV show. Have you seen all the films?
Yeah.
And you've watched every TV show. I think
No,
you've
I've
watched
not
every
watched
TV
it.
show.
No, I haven't.
Which ones haven't you watched?
What's the one? What's the one that's not got any laser swords in it?
I don't know.
Uh,
You've even watched Rebel Moon.
no, I haven't. There's one that's supposed to be really good, and I've not watched it.
Okay.
Is
You
it
watch
Andor?
Yeah, I think it is called Andor.
Because it's all. I think it's a bit spies and
Yeah.
political. I've not watched that.
You'd probably really like it, though, wouldn't you?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm never like, oh, great, that's out.
No,
Go
you're
watch
not.
that.
But you do. You.
It just
I think your
passes
brain's
the
lying
time,
to you.
maybe. But I don't, like I said, I don't take them seriously. I can't get head to. I'm
Yeah.
not like a
That's
Star, like a tracker. You know what I mean? All these people who really like Star Wars.
That's Star Trek.
Same thing.
Awesome.
How about you?
I haven't really watched anything this week. It took me a long time to edit that Boxcars episode. Literally took my whole Saturday. So I didn't watch anything on Saturday night. And it was my dad's birthday last week. So
Oh, yeah.
it was a big birthday for him. So
Yeah.
we spent some time around there. So I haven't really watched anything. I have watched...
Football.
I did watch the football last night. And as I mentioned a few weeks ago, I've massively let wrestling back into my life, which just takes up all the time because there's so much of it. I did watch I have finished the second season of Worst Roommate Ever now.
Oh, yeah.
They're insane. I think there's 4 episodes. They're all insane.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's mind blowing how crazy some people are.
Yeah.
Who live with other people. So yeah, check them out. They're really good. It's a really good show. So yeah, check that out. But that's pretty much all I've watched this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched it. I've watched a lot of Me and You. And flicking between Me and You.
What could be better?
Exactly. Right, where are we up to? Pretty much done. We've done a wave. We've got the Caught in the Net to do. Do you want to catch something in the net?
Yeah, let's do that. So this is our reasonably new feature
Yes.
where we choose a Netflix game to play
Yep.
every week and sort of come back and rank it. And it was my choice last week.
It was indeed.
And I picked a shooting game,
You did?
which was called Into the Dead 2.
Yes, it was a sequel, I assume.
And essentially, it's like a first-person deal,
Yep.
and
The zombie
you
shooter.
run. You are running through fields.
Yeah, you don't control
down
your
roads.
run, you're just running.
No, you just run forward. All you've got to do is shoot and move left to right.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's not even
through
a lot of that to do.
through zombies.
Yeah. Killing
And pick
zombies
up your
as you go.
ammo and shoot them.
Yeah.
It's not a bad game.
No.
My initial thoughts, but I played quite a few levels, but I feel like I only need to play one level.
It's very repetitive. It's very
And I'm like,
samey.
I'm not enjoying this. It's just the same. It's not giving me anything different.
I thought it was bang average.
I think I've done about 10 levels,
I haven't done anywhere near that.
and then I did. Also, there was like a side story where you're a ghost, but you can do Ghostbusters.
I didn't even get to that.
Okay, but that was really difficult
Okay.
because all the weapons run out of battery really quickly,
Right.
and I find the ghosts.
I got
just gobble you up.
stuck. I got stuck on A level, which I sat down and tried to do a few times and couldn't. And I think after that, I was like, can't be doing with repeating this over and over again. I got a dog at one point.
Yeah, I got a
That
dog.
was cool.
I think I called him Muck Wolf.
I called mine Nick.
Did you?
Yeah, named him after you.
It's very nice of you.
Yeah, it was just lots of press the button. All it is press the button at the right time
Yeah, to shoot the head off the
to
zombie.
shoot the head off the zombie.
And you
There's
can just
nothing
get
else.
different weapons. And
There's not really a lot else to it.
No. And I didn't care enough about the story.
No,
I was
I
just trying to
didn't
get
even-
back to
couldn't
your
even
wife.
tell you
or
what the story
something.
was, yeah. No, bang average for me.
Yeah.
Not
It's
impressed.
just a non-event,
Yeah.
really. Yeah, I was a bit
bit
disappointed.
brainless. Do you want to put it in our stream table?
Yeah.
Do you want me to read through the stream table? I don't think we've
Yes.
done the read through of the gaming stream
Sure.
table yet. There's 6 films. There's 6 games in there currently.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Death's Door. I don't remember it.
Crow.
Crow. Okay. Number 5 was Kentucky Route Zero. Number 4, Before Your Eyes. Number 3, Slay Away Camp 2. Number 2 is Pinball Masters, and currently number 1 is Valiant Hearts, which I did play a little bit more of this week
Oh,
as well.
cool.
Thoughts?
I think this would be 5th.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking. Before Your Eyes seems really low now because I really enjoyed Before
Yeah,
Your
I
Eyes.
did as well.
And it's the only one we've both completed, and it's now 4th out of 6. So yeah, I think it has to go below that.
4th out of 7 now.
4th out of 7. What's it called? Into the Dead 2.
Into the Dead 2. Yeah, I won't be rushing back for this one.
No, so it's already uninstalled on mine. I'm not going to lie. Right, I have picked a game for next week.
Excellent. What have we got?
I'm trying to remember its name. Bear with.
Okay, no problem.
I picked it mainly on the look and the title. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you the genre of it. But I've got a synopsis, and I can tell you what it's called. Would you like to know?
I definitely would.
It is called The Case of the Golden Idol.
Okay.
Do you want the synopsis?
Yes, please.
Dive into the twisted mystery of a family's cursed heirloom. Examine clues and use your powers of deduction to solve a series of grisly murders.
Oh.
Remember the old, Monkey Island Broken Sword type of game?
Yeah.
I think it's that kind of vibe. Just from looking at the pictures, that's all I'm getting.
There was some games my wife used to love playing on the old DS, and it was like the Inspector something.
Yeah, my mum used to
I
play
can't
them.
remember what they were called. There was about 4 of them. They were really big at the time. It sounds like that sort of thing. Yeah, a bit of a puzzler.
Retro graphics,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, but it looks a bit point and clicky.
Cool.
So we'll see. It looks quite fun. So we're going to try The Case of the Golden Idol.
Nice.
It was released in 2022. It's been out for a little while. It's a puzzle game according to the genre.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But we've got 2 weeks to play that because, as we said earlier, there isn't a wave next week.
No.
So we've got 2 weeks to have a go at it.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that quick reminder. So this week is just the wave.
Yep.
There's no movie show this week. Next week, there's no wave on Monday. There is the movie show. There is
Correct.
the first episode of season 11.
Technically, there is no more wave ever again.
No,
The wave is dead.
we come back with Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick.
Yes. As a video show.
Yeah.
From the week after next.
Yeah.
Yes. And then season 11 begins.
Yeah.
So what we need to do, I guess, is pick the first film of season 11.
We do.
I'm going to bring out New Look Robin. Are you ready?
I definitely am.
Okay, let me just load him up. Right, do you want to hear the new sound effects?
Yeah, sure. That's very satisfying.
It is, isn't it? It's really cool. Guess what?
But
It's picked as an Amazon movie.
nice.
That's going to be our first ever Amazon movie. This is like a big
Cool.
deal on this show. This traditionally Netflix show. We're becoming an Amazon. We're going to do an Amazon film.
Ah.
So they're all everything that's on the randomizer.
Nothing if not diverse.
Everything that because a lot of films on Amazon, but everything that's on the randomizer is free with Prime.
Yeah.
So as long as you got Amazon Prime, you won't be having to pay anything for them.
Sure.
And it's picked as a movie called Nessie and Me.
Okay.
Do you want the synopsis?
Sure.
This is something we have done them in the past, but we've never really tackled family movies. This is a family movie.
We've had. Let me think. So we had Riptide last season, which I would argue is a family movie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Surfing, well, a tween movie.
Tween.
We had Arlo the Alligator.
That was the one I was thinking of.
We had was the Christmas break-in that was like Home
Yeah,
Alone
yeah. That
in
was
a
like
school.
the fake Home Alone.
So yeah, three or four,
But not many.
not many. It's an underrepresented genre on certainly the bottom of the Netflix stream.
So yeah, when we decided to go Amazon, I thought we've got to be careful. It's not just all horror movies.
Schlocky, cheap
Because
horror
there's
movies.
lots of cheap B-movie horror movies
Yeah.
on Amazon. So we've deliberately not avoided that genre, but gone
But
to
there's
other
definitely
genres.
lots
as well.
of those on the list.
There's lots of those on the list, but there's also movies like Nessie and Me. It's a PG. We don't even know if we've ever done a PG. Came out in 2016.
Okay.
You want a synopsis?
Yes, please.
A 10-year-old boy moves to a lakeside town and meets an elderly sailor who claims that the stories of a monster named Nessie in the lake is true. Could the monster hold the key to saving the town from a ruthless businessman?
I reckon it could.
So, it's American, and there's a Loch Ness monster in the lake in America.
Okay, maybe she's moved.
Do you want to know the IMDb rating?
Yes, please.
3.2
Okay.
from 228 reviews,
Right.
which is barely any. Barely anybody's watched this movie. So yeah, that's the movie that we'll be talking about next week on the movie show, and it's an Amazon movie.
I'm excited.
We're starting as we mean to go on, I guess. I'm excited too. I mean, it feels like a whole new start. It feels like we're rebooting the whole franchise of this show.
Like I say, I think we've just increased the size of the net.
Yeah.
And the size of the river.
Yeah. From the stream to the river.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get some new boat.
Some new
boat. I was trying to think of what you put on a boat to extend it. Sails.
Okay.
Yeah, we need some new sails. So yeah, go out and watch Nessie and Me, and we'll come back next Thursday to talk to you about it.
On Amazon.
On Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. It's free on Amazon Prime. It's not on Netflix. Yeah? Done? Wave over.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.